Here we are in front of the Royal Albert Dock, and this is what we're going to be talking about for the next few minutes. The Royal Albert Dock, the first structure in Britain to be built from cast iron, brick and stone, with no structural wood and therefore designed to be fireproof. In 1846, Prince Albert, the consort to Queen Victoria, opened the dock to much fanfare. He loved Liverpool so much that he returned to Liverpool a few years later for a family holiday. In its construction, the builders used 23.5 million bricks, 47,000 tons of mortar, and believe it or not, 13,729 piles of timber sunk into the west and north of the Albert Dock, because you see parts of the Albert Dock is built on quicksand. And so therefore parts of the dock rises and falls with the tide. Despite all this, and bombing suffered in World War II, it's still here 179 years later, a real testimony to the brilliance of the Victorian engineers. But who was the engineer? He was called Jesse Hartley. Born in Pontefract, Yorkshire, a man of ruddy complexion, a powerful frame and a robust constitution. A man of few words, with some expletives. During his period of 37 years in charge, the whole of the Liverpool docks, with the exception of Prince's Dock, had been built, rebuilt, deepened or altered. And it is to the father and son that we have to thank for this. When Jesse first started, the dock estate was 123 acres. When he died, it was 866 acres. Today, the Royal Albert Dock has over 6 million visitors. They visit our Maritime and Slavery Museum, the Tate Gallery, the Beatles Story Museum, many shops and lots of restaurants. Now here in the Albert Dock and all over Liverpool, we have food for all tastes. And especially what I like to recommend is our own food called scouse. And scouse is a stew, and I know you'll enjoy it. This red and white brick building that people refer to as either Albion House or James Street, or its nickname in Liverpool as the Streaky Bacon Building, was built between 1896 to 98 for the Ismay Shipping Company, which became the White Star Line, the head office of that very famous ship, the Titanic, built in Belfast. The architect was a Richard Norman Shaw, and Shaw used the same design for this building as the former police headquarters in London, the new Scotland Yard. In its entrance, there's a very fine mosaic of South America. We now come to one of the most fabulous Art Deco buildings here in Liverpool. It's Grade 2 listed, built in the early 1930s, and it was designed by Herbert Rouse, chief architect of the Queensway Tunnel, to provide ventilation for the 2.1 mile road tunnel under the River Mersey. Now this sculpture is about Mercury being the messenger of the gods. Recognized as not only a messenger from the gods with a motor racing helmet with raised goggles, the long body is intended to convoy motorized speed. It's 5 stories of offices and above is an air shaft. The beauty of the building is faced with Portland stone from the county of Dorset, quarried in Dorset since Roman times. The same stone used as a facade for the Buckingham Palace in London. The building has a number of sculptures and a decorative frieze, and hidden from view on the west side of the main entrance, there are 2 freestanding sculptures called Night and Day, each 3 foot high in black basalt, both symbolizing that our tunnels are never closed. Liverpool and music is synonymous. Liverpool is a World UNESCO Heritage Site for music. No other city does it like we do. The music scene is incredibly diverse. We have one of the finest and oldest orchestras in the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, located in Hope Street. And of course, the world famous legendary Cavern Club. We have jazz, folk, hip-hop and indie. So many festivals. Creamfields, Sound City, African Oye, and on the waterfront. People who live here live and breathe music. A generation of talent like no other, and of course not forgetting the Beatles. It is here in the Cunard building we have the British Music Experience. The music includes galleries, interactive zones and hologram performances, tracing the history of British rock and pop music. And here we are in front of us is a plaque commemorating over 1 million troops who passed through the Liverpool Pier Head. And it reads, "Here in the dark days of war and in the dawn of victory, American troops and cargo passed through this port, further by British and Americans working together. This stone records the unity in accomplishing that mission, directed by the 15th Port USA, 1944. Many of those serving would have been part of the D-Day landings." Our next sculpture is the memorial to the engine room heroes. And the sculptor of this was William Goscombe John. Now, some people think that this is the Titanic memorial, but it is the memorial to the engine room heroes. And the memorial is in granite with some gilding. On the west face side are 2 engineers, representing the 32 engineers, and the figure on the left holds a stoking hatch lever, and on the right a spanner. Facing east are 2 stokers, one holds a cloth and the other a shovel. Now, when you come to Liverpool, you can be assured of a warm welcome. If you're coming by cruise ship, it really is a simple matter of walking off the ship and walking into town, because everywhere is walkable. And not only can you enjoy the musical experience here in Liverpool, but you can enjoy our 2 cathedrals, our nightlife, our pubs, and our architecture. Our architecture is superb. Thank you for listening and welcome.